is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me today. I am super grateful to have you with me. If you are a subscriber or if you're returning to read for another reading, huge gratitude for you as well, and a big massive hug for joining the family. So today's reading, I just took a poll a couple of hours ago this morning. If you can't tell, I'm actually getting ready to go on a plane to go visit some friends and family back in Washington State where I grew up. And this video itself isn't going to go out until Monday, when I usually post pick a card readings at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Mondays, Mountain Standard Time. So I'm filming this right now because I'm going to actually be at a Renaissance fair over the weekend, reading cards, playing, working at an ale house, all that really fun stuff. So if you're interested in checking out what I'm doing and the behind the scenes of everything, make sure to come and follow me at Katie Maple on Instagram. I will be posting all about the Renaissance fair, and then I also actually do daily small versions of pick a card readings, but I call them tarot teasers. So with all of that said, today's pick a card reading is, will they make a move? So if maybe you've had a crush on someone for some time, or you could even be in a serious relationship and maybe things have fizzled out, you're just wondering if they're going to be the one that's going to step up, make a move. And so that's what we have going on today. So here are the groups. We have 3 groups. Starting on your left is this beautiful amethyst for group number 1. Group number 2 is this gorgeous pyrite. And representing group number 3 is my labradorite, one of my favorites. Blue is one of my favorite colors. So take a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself the question, will they make a move? And see if any of these piles speak to you. If you already felt drawn to one in the very beginning, go for it. Listen to your natural psychic abilities. So if you are claircognizant, which one is immediately grabbing your attention? Clairvoyant, clairsentient, whatever the case. Which one has a little flicker? Which one just seems a little bit more special than the others? And if you watch the intro, you might have some subconscious clues as to which group to choose as well. So pick your group in the description below as well as in the comments, and we will jump in with group number 1. Welcome, group number 1, to your reading. We're going to look at the question, will they make a move? You chose this beautiful amethyst crystal. So let me put that right there. And let's check out the oracle cards first. We have wisdom. We have shadow. And then we have chair empty, someone is leaving your life, and woman, dealing as a relationship with a woman, okay? So a couple of things I'm picking up so far. I don't believe, obviously, that this person is going to be making a move based off of what we just have here with the chair empty. This woman, though, I'm getting 2 different ideas, and because this is a general reading, you need to figure out which one resonates more for you. The first is that this could potentially be a third-party situation where, if you are, I normally have, my audience is mostly female, and, I don't want to make assumptions about people's romantic lives, but the impression that I'm getting is that this could be a woman looking into, or trying to understand if a man will be making a move, and they could have involvement with a third party, another woman. Or this could be a relationship with a woman, wondering whether or not this person will make a move. So whichever one resonates for you is what that message is. And now let's take a look at the tarot cards, okay? So we've got 6 of Swords in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? 7 of Wands. By the way, this is the Robin Wood Tarot, if anyone is curious. I have a link for it down in the description box below as well. 7 of Cups, 2 sevens. Then we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. And then finally we have Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Okay? So honestly, I do believe that this person isn't going to make a move, but from the tarot, I'm telling that this is honestly really for the better, because the Six of Swords in the reverse. So, the Six of Swords in the reverse is a card that in the upright, actually, it represents two people who are walking away from a scenario, walking away from a situation, a scenario of loss more than anything. And it could be in relationship to spirit, but for me, this really feels like this is the person that you're asking about and yourself walking away from a scenario together. And for me, it feels like it's been happening on and on and on, you know, at end. And it's in the reverse, which tells me that what this relationship was, what it was based really out of bonding over misery. Misery loves company, right? And for me, I get this card in two different scenarios. The first is in that kind of a situation where maybe it's a toxic relationship and the two of you are constantly walking away from scenarios together because you believe that the world is against you. Or I get this card when, you know, something tragic has happened or something unfortunate has happened, and it's a way of enlightening yourself as to who your real people are, who your tribe is. And for me, I'm really getting the impression, based off of the rest of the cards as well, that this is someone who represented the former. On top of it, we have Shadow as an oracle card. And for me, this really tells me that this actually could potentially be a twin flame. Because, I don't know, I'm just not knowing how much of twin flame information you know about, but a twin flame in this life really represents the shadow side of yourself, and it's seeing it manifested into this 3D physical world, you know, your opposite. And this can be really groundbreaking for people, or it can also be really jarring for people, depending really most definitely on like at what stage in each other's lives the twin flames are coming together, right? Because if either twin flame are still maturing themselves, then the relationship isn't going to go well, because the two of you are challenging each other, you know, at your deepest, darkest secrets, just by being that other person's self, if that makes any sense. And so that's kind of the impression that I'm getting, is that this is a twin flame, but the two of you need space and time to mature. And again, for me, this is reaffirmed with the Wisdom Oracle card, okay? I think you need to allow this person to leave, because it says someone is leaving you, chair is empty. You need to allow this person to leave, not only because they need time and space to grow, but because you as well need time and space to grow, okay? Starting things off, we have the Seven of Cups in your recent past. So for me, this tells me that this relationship was a very fantasy-driven relationship, and there wasn't necessarily much, I don't want to say realism, I want to say maturity. I think the biggest thing is that the two of you had so much of a romanticized ideology of what a relationship should be, but there wasn't much learning as of yet as to how to have a mature relationship with one another. It kind of feels like a forbidden love, to be honest. Like, yeah, actually, because we have the Seven of Wands down here, and this is my competition card. And it feels like you're protecting yourself against anyone and anything that tries to challenge you or tries to break you down. And so for me, that's really where I'm getting that forbidden love impression. And I think that that's why the two of you were holding on to each other for so long and for so tight, is because, you know, the two of you had each other and believed that the only people in this world that matter were the two of you because everyone else was against you. When in reality, Page of Swords in the reverse, it wasn't people challenging you or trying to bring you down. It was people in your life trying to show you the way, trying to say, I love you, this isn't the right way to go about doing things. I do see you having a really close relationship, or have had a really close relationship with friends, family. You have people that care about you significantly, okay? And I think that's what this Page of Swords in the reverse is representing, is that they came across as if they were on the offense, but in reality it was just them trying to enlighten you on the situation. Now, things are gonna get better, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and this is right above where you are, this is right below, this is right above the Six of, wow, I can't speak. This is right above the Six of Swords in the reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune is always changing of luck, moving into a phase of good fortune, releasing karmic cycles, that kind of a thing. And then we get into a space of pentacles. We were in this like swords and cups, like defending and fighting your honor kind of a thing for a while, and then we're moving into a much more grounded state in your upcoming future. With the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, I mean, while this is in the reverse, I feel like this is you kind of moving along your path, fighting against the idea of being alone or independent, and not quite understanding that it actually can be much more beneficial to you than you believe it is. And then finally we end with the Three of Pentacles. So, honey, it's all gonna be just fine, okay? And for me, this is really representing you coming into your own space, you maturing into your own independence, and really honing in on your skills. The Three of Pentacles is all about planning, goal setting, writing out blueprints, and then working towards the goals that you have set for yourself. I see this phase of your life becoming flourishing, abundant, successful, and so it does. It makes me curious to know if this person, this twin flame, is going to return into your life. So I think that's what I'm going to clarify in the extended reading. I'm going to use, this is my, I think it's the Everyday Witch Tarot or the Modern Witch Tarot, one of the two. I always forget. But if you're interested in joining me for the extended reading, the link is down below in the description box as well as in the comments. And I'm going to be using these cards to clarify whether or not this twin flame of yours will be returning into your life, if there's a relationship again for you in the future, or if this was just an opportunity or a soul contract for the two of you to grow and expand and learn. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Great big energetic hug coming your way. If you are feeling called to join me for the extended reading, again, links are in the description below. If not, please make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you in the next pick a card reading or over at reading 2. Take care. Welcome, group number 2, to your reading. Let's go ahead and unpackage the cards and look at the oracle cards first. Okay, we have exertion, power, broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Dog, protection from a powerful friend. Okay, love, I mean, I don't like to play bullshit on this channel, and I hope by now, if you've been watching me for a while, you would know. I think that this is a no, they will not make a move. Because there's, again, something so much better for you. This is the same thing that I got with group number 1. So let's see how these cards play out and see where they differ. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Wands, 4 of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Wands, and the 3 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I do believe that this will end well for you. because of the 3 of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Tower and the exertion. These are cards that are telling me that this is your stepping into your badass phase of life, okay? You've got the Tower, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, everything right now is pointing towards toxic relationship. This could be someone that you were in a relationship before, potentially even married to, because it seems like money was tied up with one another. This is significant to me from the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Something where money was tied up with one another, and you know, there could have gone through a divorce, so they could have actually even stolen money from you, but something that felt like the rug was just completely swept out from underneath you, you know, feeling 100% shocked by this scenario, and leaving you behind, and leaving you feeling very heartbroken. And so I'm so sorry to hear that. The 4 of Cups, this is a card for me that represents focusing on a heartbreak and focusing on the things that are going negatively in your life, and focusing on the phrase, things are happening to me and not for me. Now, what I love about the 4 of Cups is that there is actually an opportunity for a romantic love all around you. It's very abundantly around you. The problem is that the focus isn't on it. I don't know if you can see this because of the glare, but there is a single cup behind this man's right shoulder. And if you read tarot, you would know that the Ace of Cups represents a brand new romantic opportunity, a new relationship, something along the lines. That's in the cards for you, but it's not anytime soon, because you need to be moving into your own power. You need to be reunited with your tribe, because what's happened is you've been very isolated from these people, and it's taken away your power, and it is something that you're working on getting back right now. Page of Wands represents an opportunity for a new phase of travel, adventure, communication, playfulness is really what I see for you, especially with the 3 of Cups in the reverse. I think that it being in the reverse is making me feel like this is representing friendships that you might have lost as a result of this relationship. And also the 5 of Wands, for me, actually represents like gossip. It can represent hearsay, grapevine kind of talk. And it's a lot of like he said, she said, and fear. What I'm getting is that it's fear over what these people think of you now, and if they look down on you for choosing to stay with this relationship rather than choosing them. Telling you straight off the bat, no way in heck, because they love you till the end of time. They believe in you. They want to see you being successful. Come back to these people, because they are going to be the protection from a powerful friend. These are your dog. These are your people. It's time for you to move into a space of power, to move into a space of self-care. The exertion card is a card I get when you're talking about body care, when you're talking about exercise, eating right, focusing on your mental health and your wellness goals more than anything. This is where you need to be focusing your energy rather than on this person, on this individual who has taken so much from you. And if you are in a phase right now where you're wanting to know if this person will make a move, again, because this is a general reading, I can see this going one of two ways, is that potentially they've gaslighted you into making you believe that, this is the only person for you, or, I lost my train of thought, or you are moving away from this relationship. You are focusing on body care and, again, building up that relationship with your friends and family, your community, and this person has maybe reached out or, getting some kind of curiosity or sign or something that's saying, I wonder about this. So whatever resonates with you is your message. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what the reading is. So if that's the case, then I'm going to use I believe this is Everyday Witch Tarot. I really need to look at the box. You know what? It's either the Everyday Witch Tarot or the Modern Witch Tarot. I don't remember. And I'm going to clarify this reading in the extended reading, and I want to look at this exertion card and the relationship with the community. I want to see, what that phase of your life is going to look like for you, what's going on with these friends of yours, that kind of a thing. So, thank you so much for joining me for today's reading. I'm super grateful to have you here and to be able to read these cards for you. If you feel called to join me in the extended reading, all of the information is in the description box below. Please, if you feel called to as well, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like this video, all that jazz. Lets me know that you love these kinds of things. And I try to be really communicative with my community because I want you to all feel like, you're getting the content that you're looking for. So again, so much gratitude for you for joining me today, and I will see you either in the extended reading or in this next group or in the next pick a card reading. So have a good day. Welcome, group number 3, to your pick a card reading. We are looking at Will They Make a Move? You chose the beautiful Labradorite. So let's take a look at the oracle cards first. We've got Fortuity. Good luck. Material and spiritual prosperity. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And Purse, pay attention to your finances. Tarot cards are the Star in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Hanged Man in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so many things just flashed into my head as I was reading out all of these cards. I always do like to mention that whenever I get a reading that is pretty majority reversals, there is literally one card in the tarot that is in the upright. It can represent resistance to change or some kind of anxiety towards something. Yeah, and I am going to say that I'm getting that impression. And here's the thing. Your main message is, and I'll break down each card obviously, but the main takeaway message is, yes, they will make a move, but it will not happen in the way that you expect it to happen. Now, I'm saying this because we have the star in the reverse. The star is a card that shows up that means wishes granted when you make a wish upon a star. And the reversal for me always means granting of wishes, but in a way that you weren't expecting it to happen. Then you've got unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes, and fortuity. This is always, good luck. I mean, you can see there's a horseshoe, there's a 4-leaf clover. Green, green, green is the theme. And for me, the logistics on how this is going to happen is coming from you focusing on your career and focusing on, material and spiritual prosperity. It feels like, honestly, you're going to meet this person through working on your career. I don't know, you could be in business for yourself, you could have a career at a company, or even both, actually, because you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is always my side hustle card, and also just someone that's really good at balancing life. I believe that this is Jupiter in Capricorn. I'm learning right now the astrology in relation to tarot, and Jupiter in Capricorn, I'm filming this in July, and so July we're going to be having an eclipse in Capricorn. We just went through our first eclipse in Cancer. Second will be in Capricorn, and I believe that that's going to happen on the 14th of July. So if you're watching this within this time frame, major changes are going to happen for you within your side hustle or your career during that time frame. Again, purse, pay attention to your finances, right? And that will lead to a series of events that will bring this person to come back into your life in a way in which you did not expect. So, another thing about the intuition, we've got a couple of cards here that represent that. The Hanged Man in the reverse, it's kind of like a refusal of listening to that inner gut, because the Hanged Man in the upright represents seeing things from a new perspective and like owning that and being in that headspace of like, okay, things are different, but how is this working to my benefit? For me, it is similar to how I read like the Six of Swords a little bit in the reverse, where, actually no, how I read the Six of Swords, which is a card that represents, it usually has like a boat with two people rowing it. And that card represents, for me, it's either about finding out who your tribe is, like when things go wrong, or it can be a toxic relationship. It just depends on the context of the reading. Now, the Hanged Man kind of has a similar vibe to that, where it's about trying to see how you can use things to your benefit and not viewing the world as things happening to you, and instead they're happening for you. In one of the other readings of this pick a card reading, I was just talking about actually how you can be in a relationship and believe, oh, that's right, I was talking about how it was a forbidden love, and how you can believe so wholeheartedly that everyone is conspiring against you and how everyone is trying to attack you, when in reality, if you just shift that thinking and say, how is this working for me? What are the lessons in this? So much benefit comes from that. Because it's that reframing, it's that rewiring of the brain that encourages you to look down different paths and then to consider taking different actions. And the point that I'm making here is basically that this will lead you into success with your business. And again, this could happen in the eclipse for you. So moving along, the other thing, so I was talking about intuition, like not trusting your gut with the Hanged Man. And then we also have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Let me show you what it looks like in the upright. Queen of Cups is a leader. It is a woman who is mature, very in touch with her intuition and her psychic ability. it's in the reverse, and it's in the position of your subconscious. So, this is where you need to be focusing your energy on, is on your business and on trusting your gut. Again, because that's going to be what leads you to this person reaching out to you again and making that move again in a way in which you wouldn't expect. The impression that I'm getting is that they're going to see the actions you're taking. They're going to be watching you from a distance and noticing the progression that you've been making, and that's going to make them want to reach out. So right now, everything is all about action and movement and focusing on yourself. Temperance in the reverse. Temperance in the upright for me represents patience, allowing, it's an alchemy card. It's allowing, turning water into gold, and it's about needing. It's about the K needing with the silent K, like needing something into fruition. It's in the reverse, and for me, this is really saying you need to be taking action. You need to be following that intuition and really moving on it. Again, King of Wands in the reverse. This is all about action, 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 movement, movement, movement. Following your passions, following your dreams, listening to that inner voice, finding what excites you and going after it. Now, the cool thing is you've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and I think that this will be the progression that leads you into moving this King of Wands into the upright, as well as the Queen of Cups into the upright, is that you're releasing burdens from your life right now. You're releasing people, places, or things, baggage that you don't need to be carrying in your life, whether this is a fear over money, a fear of relationships, what have you. You're letting that shit go. So awesome, good for you. Keep doing that purging. And if you haven't yet, start it. Start doing some kind of purging work to release emotions, energies, and baggage that doesn't serve you and is preventing you from moving forward with this side hustle. If you're interested, check out my pick a card reading on side hustle success. I'll put a card up here if I remember to. And otherwise, it's in my playlist for pick a card readings. And you might find that really insightful to help you get some inspiration for your side hustle. Or, I think that's actually what I'm going to clarify. If you're interested, then, actually, you know what? Thank you so much for joining me for today's pick a card reading. I am super grateful and so appreciative of you for joining me today. If you feel called to join me for the extended reading, that's what I'm going to look at, is what kind of guidance do you need with your side hustle in order to bring you to this person and reaching back out to you again. And we'll see where that takes us. So I really do hope you enjoyed this pick a card reading. If you did, make sure to like, and if you feel called to, subscribe to the channel. I post pick a card readings every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Otherwise, also follow me on Instagram. I post daily pick a card readings there. And yeah, so I hope to see you in the next video and hopefully even at the extended reading. So take care.